It's Minneapolis, Minnesota, the land of lakes, where today's game will take place. Welcome to this NFC matchup. Minnesota squares off against St. Louis. Much anticipated game ready to begin as we're lined up for the kickoff. Reed comes in to kick off. And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 3-yard line. Stallworth almost broke that one. He takes it back to the 45-yard line. John, for people who love defensive struggles, this game is exactly what they're looking for. Two of the best in the league out on the field today.
These are two of the most talented defenses in the league. Not only can these guys stop you from scoring,
they can create scoring by themselves.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns on a big defensive play that generates points, like an interception return or a fumble recovery, something like that.
Got just a little too much air under it. Under pressure. Open field, and he's going to run. Brought it down and ran with it, but couldn't find any room.
That's a good play by the defensive unit. They let the play develop, and they were right there to bring him down when he decided to run.
Minnesota stays in its base defense, even though the offense comes out with 5 receivers. Looking for the long completion down the left side. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion. Colquitt will do his best to get this one inside their 5. He's waving for the fair catch. It's 1st and 10. The Rams line up at a 4-3. With the throw. This one falls incomplete and was his intended target. They line up in the I formation. Kenny goes in motion. He gets the count. Fakes the handoff with the pass. Goes up and grabs it. Davis is there on the stop at the 23.
Yeah, that's a tough catch to make. First, you got to get your hands on the ball. Then you got to try and protect yourself from getting knocked out by the defender.
The Rams come out in a 4-3. Nice play fake. With the throw, incomplete pass. He had too much on that pass, John, as it sailed over everybody.
It looks like he might be pressing a little bit out there. He needs to be a little more patient, find his receiver, and then deliver the ball on a spot that his receiver can go to.
Randall out into return. So it's 1st and 10 following the fumble. Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. In this direction. Wilson takes him down at the 40. Good blocking up front and a nice gain on the counter.
Yeah, and that was a perfect call in that situation. He did a nice job avoiding the first wave of defenders, then converting for the first down.
Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. Roosevelt Colvin delivered the big blow that time.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
The Vikings come out in a dime package. Dropping back, pressure, breaking through. Barrier makes the tackle at the 45.
You need a good release on this pass. Keep this drive moving.
Ball on their own 45. Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. With a counter play. Golden is there on the stop at the 45-yard line. The ball carrier stops short. That'll probably lead to a punt. 4th and 5 coming up here. Surprising to see them go for it here. You'd expect a punt. Throws on the run. Just couldn't get that pass under control. Now I've got the question going for it so early in the game. John, what do you think?
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That's why you have special teams and defenses, so you don't have to worry about giving the ball right back on 4th down.
The Rams line up in a 4-3. Throwing. Incomplete. He's He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
The Rams with a four-man front. With the throw. Incomplete pass. Henry was the one they were trying to get the ball to. The Rams line up in a 4-3. Drops back. Going long. He made the catch. They get it in through the air. Drew Brees just recorded his 10th touchdown pass of the season with that throw to the end zone.
Here's what you do. You start pushing, and if you don't get to him and you see him start to throw, you stop and you get your hands up. And that's what gets you in those passing lanes, and that's how you knock the ball down.
They'll line up for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. So following that touchdown, the score is 7-0. Vikings. Reed in to kick this one off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4-yard line.
Now it's their turn to do something on offense. They're down by a touchdown early. But these guys have the kind of offense that can score any time they have the ball.
1st and 10. Minnesota goes with a four-man front. Receives the handoff. They'll go with a play fake. Pressure coming. The run. Barrier makes the tackle at the 36.
Your halfback looks like a good option here. Set up some blocks and see if he can break it for a big gain.
The defense lines up in the nickel. With the throw. Right to the back. He's pushed out at midfield. Nice read, finding the receiver who was in single coverage. Ball at about midfield. The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Going long. It's batted away. That deep pass incomplete. Nothing doing, and it's 2nd down.
You got to be aware of everything going on out there. If you see a weakness, you got to attack it.
The Vikings line up in a 4-3. Going for the deep man. It's caught. Wilson is there for the tackle at the 7-yard line.
Critical situation here. You guys can't make mistakes here in the red zone. Run this play and pick up some solid yardage.
The Vikings with a four-man front. Closing in. Open field, and he's going to run. Touchdown.
That's just a guy making a play for his team. And when you see your quarterback doing things like that, I'll tell you, it really gets his guys going.
Adam Vinatieri comes in for the point after, which will knot it up. The point after is good. At the end of the first quarter, it's knotted up. Minnesota, 7. St. Louis, 7. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Vinatieri will be kicking off. Nice kick and returnable. This one is fielded by Wilson. Can't wrap it. The defense gave up a touchdown the last time. Jones, the lone back. And with a counterplay, Brown is there for the tackle at the 24. He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
And when you run up the middle, the offensive line needs to create some type of room. Otherwise, it's going to bounce right out of there and look for other places to run. And sometimes that'll result in a loss.
Going to the right. Number 50 comes up to make the play at the 24-yard line. Jones appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power. Ball on their own 24. Freeze out of the gun. Late in motion. Can't avoid the rush. That play was doomed from the start. No blocking up front.
You know, that might have been what happened, but no matter what, you should never lose that kind of yardage on a single play. That is just a case of trying to do too much with a football.
Landetta is ready to punt this one away. Randall will go back to accept this punt. He signals for a fair catch. Two-minute warning coming up. Only one man back. Dropping back to pass on the first down. Gets rid of it. Broken up. Stalwart was the intended receiver on that play. Fisher was there on the coverage. A little over a minute left. The Rams line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Launches it across the middle. Incomplete pass. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. The injury sustained earlier was minor, and they expect him to return to the game after a series or two. Looking for room. Play action. Under pressure. Unleashes the deep ball. So the penalty on third down does go against the defense, and the result is a first down. After the penalty, it's now first and goal. They got it into the end zone on their last red zone drive. And they're in. Touchdown.
And here's a case where you let your big guards and tackles and center do all the dirty work, and you just follow them in and get the touchdown. Look at the big old defensive lineman. Does a heck of a job of getting in the passing lane and knocking down the pass.
Vinatieri comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. That's 14 unanswered points.
These guys are really starting to get the momentum going in their favor.
Sends it sailing. From the 5-yard line.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
Jones was taken out earlier with a minor injury, but now returns to the game. Freeze will work out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it. Knocked down.
They were in a zone defense in perfect position to make the play, but they let it get away.
Just over a minute still to go. Long throw. What a catch. They knocked him out of bounds at the 36. Wilson did a great job getting behind the secondary.
As a receiver, that's exactly what you have to do. Run past the deep zone and make a big play. Here's a no-huddle. It's a good way to keep the defense off balance.
Throws it. Complete to the wide receiver, and he steps out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Drew Brees is one of those guys who plays with a little chip on his shoulder.
8 is the magic number right now. The Rams with a 4-man front. Brees sends a man in motion. Hands it off to the back. Alex Brown stopped him for his 3rd tackle so far.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Rolling. Taylor picks it off. The defender with room to run. Here he goes. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. A spectacular interception and return for a touchdown.
Have a look at this big defensive lineman. He couldn't get to the quarterback, so he got his hands up and he knocked it down.
Vinatieri comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Most quarterbacks in this league have short memories when it comes to interceptions. They have the confidence to keep throwing the ball. And many times, they come back and make an outstanding play.
Should be a return here. From the 5. The defense picked off a pass there last time out and returned it for 6 points. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. He'll pass on 1st down. With the pass, the wide receiver, he was really hit hard on that ball. Blake didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Out of the shotgun. With the throw. Knocked down at the line. Can't complete the short pass attempt, so they'll have a 3rd down now. The Rams with a 4-man front. On the call, takes the handoff. Incomplete. Was his intended target. Randall gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. From the 30-yard line. After a short return, he's brought down at the 35. So they have 1st and 10 here. Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. On the counterplay, Terry stops him at the 44.
He's been having pretty good success running the ball so far. I just keep handing him the ball.
It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Young will work out of the shotgun. Dropping back. Pressure. Keeps it. And he ducks out of bounds at midfield.
Watch. Now, the key to this 1st down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a 1st down.
Deep throw. This one falls incomplete.
See if you can break this defense. Look downfield for a long pass.
And this should be the last play of the half. The Vikings come out in a dime package. Gets the pass off. Broken up. So after the first 2 quarters of play, the score is 21-7. Rams. Vinatieri comes in to kick off. Good distance. From the 2-yard line.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the 1st half if they're going to come back.
1st and 10. The Rams with a 4-man front. In this direction. Reed is there for the tackle. Big tackle there for a loss and great pursuit there, John.
You can say that again. He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
The backs are lined up in an I. Setting up play action. Going deep. Midfield. Right on target to the wide receiver.
A few years ago, I watched Drew Brees, and I thought he was pretty good. He was a pretty good player. Then he had a bad year, and he didn't really start off good. Then something clicked. Some light went on somewhere, and he's become a guy who can make some plays for you.
Throws it. Receiver has it. Number 50 is the guy who's there to bring him down at the 39-yard line. Wilson makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Throwing. Jumps and makes the catch. Bailey takes him down at the 32-yard line. Henry makes his 2nd catch for a 1st down on this drive. Ball on the 32-yard line. Only 1 man back. Snowdy comes up to make the play at the 35-yard line. Ball on the 35-yard line. Breeze sends a man in motion. Hand it off. Reed with the stop at the 30. Jones with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup.
It's third down, and they have a long way to go.
The Rams come out in a 4-3. And up to the tailback. Out in the backfield for a short loss. So this will be a 48-yard attempt from the 38-yard line. The try is good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
It's on its way. From the 5-yard line. He was unable to make anything happen on that return.
This special teams coverage came swarming down on him, and he had nowhere to hide.
1st and 10. The Vikings line up in a 4-3. He'll pass on 1st down. With the throw, Crocker picks it up. He showed tremendous ability to get up there for the interception.
He waited, then wham! He jumped up there and just stole that pass.
The Rams come out in a 4-3. Look to the end zone. Drops the interception.
But what the defense is doing is they're watching the quarterback's eyes. They're cluing. They're in position so that whatever happens, the ball is in front of them. And that time, it almost got him an interception.
The Rams with a 4-man front. On the pull, he's brought down behind the line for a short loss. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
The Rams line up in a 4-3. Throws it. Gets his hand on it.
You just hate to see that kind of thing happen. You're trying to get some momentum going, or keeping your momentum going, then your guy drops a catchable ball to bring up 4th down.
Jeffrey comes in to attempt what will be a 44-yard field goal. Through the uprights and good.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get them a TD.
They'll return this one. From the 9. St. Louis takes over on offense, looking to extend the lead.
You got to execute out there. There's no second chances.
It's 1st and 10. Minnesota goes with a 4-man front. Pass play here on 1st down. He takes off with room to run. Down he goes at the 42. That's the 4th stop he's made today.
Here's what happened. You get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback. He gets past that marker and picks up a 1st down.
With a counterplay, just won't go down. Bryant comes up to make the play at the 47-yard line. At the end of 3, the score is 21-13. Rams. And we'll start the 4th quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line. Minnesota comes out in a 4-3. Hand it off. Crocker is there for the tackle at the 43.
Pound this one up the middle with your fullback, but tell him to protect the ball.
2nd and 5 coming up here.
Minnesota lines up in a 4-3. Gives the ball off. They'll mark it at the 36-yard line. So he adds another tackle and now has 6. Ball on the 36-yard line. The Vikings line up in a 4-3. A little misdirection. Smith stops him at the 32-yard line. Bush runs it for about 3 on the counterplay. Ball on the 32-yard line. Minnesota using 3 linebackers. With a counterplay. Adrian Wilson is the man to bring him down. That's his third tackle. They caught the defense out of position.
And this defense is susceptible to that kind of thing. They're very aggressive, and the counter is designed to take advantage of that. You get them all going in one direction, then you cut back against the grain.
Gets the delayed handoff. Johnson drags the ball carrier down behind the line.
He's really not gotten it going on the ground today.
Ball on the 24-yard line. And this is the 8th play of this drive. Almost at the 2-minute mark now. Bush, the lone back. Misdirection. Barrier is there for the tackle at the 16-yard line.
He had himself a pretty good game, but you got to give some of that credit to those big guys up front.
They'll make this a two-possession game if they get into the end zone this drive. They're just inside the 20. 4th down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do. Control the ball in the clock. They're getting into position to have at least 3 points.
You expected to see the kicker here, but it appears they're going to go for it. James Farrier makes the tackle, but it's beyond the marker, so they pick up a 1st down. Ball on the 12-yard line, and this is the 11th play of this drive. We're just about down to 1 minute. The Vikings with a 4-man front with a counter play. Wilson is there on the stop at the 7. Bush picks up some tough yards there. Ball on the 7-yard line. 12th play of this drive. A little over a minute left. Minnesota using 3 linebackers. Dropping back. Rosen. Leading pass to the back. Touchdown, Rams.
This is an option route. The receiver's route depends on the defense he sees. But the quarterback has to see the same thing to make it work. Here, they're both on the same page, and they get a touchdown.
The point after is good. The Rams now enjoy a 2-touchdown lead. And Vinatieri looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. The kick should be returnable. From the 7. Wilson takes this one back to the 21.
1st down may be where they try something towards the end zone, since they'll have 3 more downs to work with after that.
We're just about down to 1 minute. The Rams line up in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off.
That was a good play, turned bad play. Good because their zone defense worked well. Bad because he dropped the interception. That's one he wishes he could have back.
The Rams with a 4-man front. Deep throw. Almost intercepted. Time is working against them.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to keep going to the air, but it might be a little too late.
As they get ready for this 3rd down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Dropping back with the throw. Broken up.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
Clayton was the one they were trying to get the ball to. I don't think they have a choice. They have to go for it. Gets rid of it. And that'll probably do it as they fail to convert on 4th down late in the game. Just over a minute still to go. Only 1 man in the backfield. Throwing. And it's complete. The 10 slips the tackle. And he is bumped out of bounds at the 1. That's why he's so dangerous.
I'll tell you what. He's just a football player and a great ball handler. Anytime you get the ball in his hands, it can be big.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rams.
I tell you, they just knocked that defensive line backwards on that play. Watch it here. The offensive line explodes off the ball. The defense can't get any penetration, and the runner is in the end zone.
Point after attempt is no good. And Vinatieri in to kick this one off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 2.
If they want a shot in this one, they got to put something together on this drive. There just isn't much time left.
Just over a minute still to go. Pass play here on first down. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete. Dawkins with the coverage. From the gun, dropping back with the throw. It's broken up. Wilson was the intended receiver on that play. Who had the coverage on the play. 4 down territory here.
Set. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut.
Gets the pass off. Pass caught by the fullback. Minnesota fails once again to get the first down, and that's 7 times.
Yeah, and that's huge for the defense to keep stepping up on third down like that. They're a solid group of guys who make key stops.
Loop to the wide receiver. Taylor is there on the stop at the 49. So after that nice catch and run, here's a look at his stats. Spike stops the clock.
Ball at midfield.
The Rams come out in a 4-3. Drops back with the pass. On the sideline and out of bounds. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Gets rid of it. The wide receiver has it. He'll spot this one at the 36. So that tackle was his third. He's trying to hurry them back to the line. The Rams line up in a 4-3. Pass play here on first down. Going long. It's batted away.
This guy throws one of the best deep balls in the league. He delivers it with touch, and he has the ability to drop it right on the receiver's outside shoulder on those deep patterns. Nice job by the defender to stay with the coverage.
Was his intended target. Incomplete pass. Dawkins teed off on him and forced the ball out before he could make the reception.
Yeah, and he's either going to get in there and knock the ball out, or he's going to knock someone else out.
The Rams with a 4-man front. Gets the pass off. Almost picked off. Gaffney was the one they were trying to get the ball to. Bailey was there on the coverage. And here's how they've done so far on 4th down. Plenty of time. Gets rid of it. Adams picks it off. Slips the tackle. Sheds the tackle. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, St. Louis 34, Minnesota 13.